Oh my God, oh my God, oh my Lord God. Hi guys, Stephen R. Ford for My Ford Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. Today's date is the 10th of April 2024. And according to cryptocurrency, we are going through what it's coming up pretty soon, what is called Bitcoin halving. That's going to happen in the next 7 days. That's around about the 17th, of course, of April. And what you need to know. Okay, now I'll have this website and this information link below the YouTube video. And just as important, do me a huge favor, please. Do me a huge favor. I have just retired. I'm 65 and I need a big, huge favor from you. If you're watching my video, please subscribe to my video. Like my YouTube video, you'll be doing me a huge favor. That'd be a sort of a gift. I want to be able to reach 1,000 subscribers. I already got about 878 at the moment, and I need a little bit more to get me over that 1,000 subscriber mark. Now back to why is Bitcoin halving important? I don't know exactly for sure, but it's been part of the process that's developed within the Bitcoin system and coins. Whoever designed it, Satoshi or whatever his name is, he had this halving built into the system. So in accordance with the protocol and what's already been added into the system, the first halving happened in November 28, 2012. The second was in July 9th, 2016. And the latest one was May 11, 2020. And of course, this new one that's coming up pretty soon. Why I'm making this video, just to give you a bit of highlight. I don't really know exactly how it works. All I know is I'm going to prepare myself with some strategic movement of my coins or crypto coins or anything to do with crypto to prepare for this halving. I don't know exactly what's going to happen to crypto price or not. But according to what has happened in the past, it has been quite positive. So let's have a look into how Bitcoin has been developing since. Remembering these days, 2016 and 2020. So if we dive into the history of Bitcoin, will give us a bit of an idea. How did the price react? How did the market react? How did the people react when that happened? Now let's dive into it. What was the first one? 2020, not first, the latest one, 2020. Well, nothing really much happened. Now 2020, except for the fact, look what happened afterwards. It just skyrocketed. Now if we went back to 2016, nothing much sort of happened there. Sorry, my chart is not as defined all the way back down to 2016. And of course, nothing much happened 2014 according to this chart. But of course, there was a lot of activity. Now this is where we are today. Let me take this back to 1 year. We're just doing a little bit of analytical process. Now, according to this, it's quite high. Now, it's just in the last month, Bitcoin has reached at the highest 74,000 US dollars, I think it was. Now, what am I sharing with you? It's called prepare. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but my preparation, because it looks like it's a pretty good area probably for the Bitcoin probably to drop its price, maybe because there's some fear sentiment that's happening because people already know there's halving coming up. So of course they are also going to do something with their crypto. Either they're going to shift it away from crypto and move it elsewhere and come back later when the market's a bit settled. I don't know, but this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to share this with you. Okay, when fear arrives and you'll find the price of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency drops. Okay, this is Bitcoin, of course. I'm going to show you another picture. Let me show you a portfolio. It might show us some sort of clear sign that fear sentiment is starting to develop because people already know the halving is going to come up in the next 7 days. So notice every coin has dropped. Is it showing a trend that everybody is moving the crypto away from blockchain and into, say, money, fiat? It's a matter of observing and taking action. And bear in mind, when people are fearful in any investment sector, that's where you and I need to be grasping. What people giving away, we want to be buying up because it'd be cheaper, of course. I'm not saying to buy now, but I'm saying to prepare. I don't know exactly what's going to happen in the next 7 days, whether the price of cryptocurrency would drop drastically or it would just skyrocket. But if you and I prepare, you'd be surprised. So I'm in this phase right now. I'm preparing. Now, as you can see, my chart, this chart, CoinGecko, I suggest you download it and start building a portfolio for yourself to track the coins that you want to purchase or invest with. And it will show you exactly what they're doing. And you can follow the charts to a certain degree of accuracy. And you can anticipate what the market is doing just by watching it. And this is the process. I'm just going to move some of my coins at the moment from my wallet. I'm just going to convert them into coins, and I think it's going to be, of course, stable. Stable means it doesn't really move much. There we go. It's USDD. It's stable. I mean, it has this drastic up and down, but it's quite stable if you look at it. It doesn't have a lot of volatility. That's why it's called stable coins. So either I can shift my coins and just settle it in the USDD, as I'm starting to show here, or I can move it to coins that I think is still got a bit of life in it. TRX and Pepe. Let's go back to our analytical study. Why have I shift some to Tron? Okay, I'll look at the chart. I'm preparing for that halving because the people are fearful. So as the people are fearful, they want to move what they have, or they're going to shift what they have into safer areas or areas they think it's stable. Now, the reason why I have picked TRX because of just this movement. If this movement continues, then it could be something quite profitable with TRX. And just as much as I have shifted also, as you saw me, to Pepe, showed a little bit of movement. Now it's the tail end here, right here. I'm going to go back to Pepe's chart just to give us a bit of an indication. Okay, why have I shifted some to Pepe? A bit of analytical analysis, just checking the charts, may just help you to pinpoint certain coins that can give you that profitable margin. Now that's the only reason. I saw that and I said, okay, is it possible? I don't know for sure, but I'm gambling it and shift some of my coins that area. Most of my other coins now are held within where I mine most of my coins. I don't want to move it into my wallet because of the market fluctuations. But while my coins are safely settled in my mining machines, that they're not affected by the market fluctuation. It just sits there. It's not earning me anything. I'm not losing anything. That's another safe area where I can hold my cryptos until such a time that I see a positive move in the cryptocurrency market, of course. Transfer my coins from my mining app into my wallet and capture the capital gain or the growth. So those are some of the strategies I want to share with you. And basically, it's all based on this halving that's going to be happening in the next 7 days. Halving of Bitcoin, which also, of course, reflect all the other cryptocurrency coins. Again, why am I sharing this information with you? If you have been following some of my recommendations, I suggest you also prepare. Wherever you move your cryptocurrency before the halving, that's entirely up to you. I'm just sharing with you my strategy of what I am preparing right at this point of time. I'm going through that process preparing because I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm just applying some strategic sort of process to look after my coin's value because it has dropped a little bit, $35 so far. And the process, as I said earlier, either I can shift it to the stable coin, USDT, and just hold it there. It's going to fluctuate a little bit, but not as much as the other coins. I hope you appreciate what I'm showing you this. USDT stable, it doesn't move that much. Unlike all the other coins, they fluctuate so strongly. And that fluctuation is good for investors. That's how we make money. But moving it to USDT, it's a safe area. Or, as I said, keep it in your mining app, just leave it in there, and it will continue to accumulate your daily activities or daily profits. But more importantly, the halving of Bitcoin, which is coming, of course, in the next 7 days, I suggest you don't have to, but you can also prepare and follow some of my strategic move and move your coins into safe USDT coins, or leave it in the mining app, or you can do a little bit of trading, shift wherever you think you're going to capitalize some movements on it. I'll just move mine a little bit to where I think it's going to be. And if it is quite favorable, just say, let's look at Tron. Just use Tron for now as a case study. And let's say Tron really performs totally different to what Bitcoin and all other coins are doing. And if Tron, when I say Tron, it's also known as TRX. And if Tron movement of, let's look at 7 days ago, I'm not saying this is exactly what's going to happen. I'm just trying to anticipate what the market is doing. And if you look down here, down at the support line, it's pretty close to where it is today. And if you look down here, again and again, you'll see. Hold on, let me bring up another chart so I can throw a line up there. Investing.com is another great app if you are an investor. This is to track any products that you want to invest in. Now, the beauty of investing.com. Okay, once you have your investing.com, there should be a link below my video here. Load it up, and we're going to look at Tron. We're going to use Tron as our case study because investing.com has some pretty good charting that we can use also to do a case study. Tron chart, look at say a month, just to give us some clear indications. It's not the best, and this is what I point out to you. If you're using investing.com or any of these technical charts, we're going to use this line that we have picked up on here. Draw that line in accordance with the support line. This will give us some sort of indication where Tron is at the moment. Now, if you look closely, the support line has hit these low peaks and it's recovering. That's all I'm using. It's just an analytical process that I think Tron is moving far better than the rest of the other coins. And that's why I have shifted some of my coins into Tron and some into USDT just for safekeeping. But basically, if you use this chart, investing.com, and you use the technical analysis tools, you'll be able to see exactly what could be happening in this coming halving of Bitcoin. It's not a perfect sort of analytical process, but I'm just giving you some idea. And if Tron drops down a little bit more, of course, down here, that's a day, a month. Let's look at 1 hour ago. There's my line. It's pretty good. It's moving quite positive. That's an hour ago chart. As you can see, it's hit down the bottom here, this bit here, and of course, where we are right now. Again, it is not a perfect analytical process, but it's something that I'm strategically sort of applying to shift our coins, crypto coins, to where I think it's going to get some capital gains and gain back some of the we have lost in the last few days, because maybe people are contemplating this thing called Bitcoin halving that is expected in the next 7 days, of course. So I hope you appreciate me sharing you some of these ideas. Again, as I said, I don't know exactly what's going to happen in the next 7 days when Bitcoin goes into a halving process. But if we prepare ourselves, we might be surprised. You get some great capital gains. Those are some of the strategy that I'm applying. Leave most of your coin at your mining sites. If you want to, that's entirely up to you. But I'm sharing with you my strategy. Whichever one you apply, don't ever, okay? Don't ever sell any of your investment stocks at a loss. Right at this point of time, if you have a look, most of the coins are heading downwards. Yes, you're going to lose a little bit of value of what you already hold, but if you hold on to it, look at the charts, it always recovers. Here's one here, come down, it recovers. Down here, it recovers. Down here, it will recover. I just don't know exactly when, but it will recover. That's guaranteed every time. That's my encouragement. Never ever sell, but find the time to repurchase new stocks or new shares when this bottoms out, or any stocks before its recovery. That's why I say never ever sell. And of course, the only time to sell your coins or stocks, it's when your investments are in profits. That's the only rule. Never ever sell until your investments or your stocks or whatever you have purchased has made capital gain or profits. That's the only time you sell. Otherwise, everything that's in the red or lost the value, hold on to it. Purchase more at the bottom before that stock or the coin recovers. The only time to sell is when you take the profits, or when your stocks or coins are in the profits zone. Let me go back. Remember, Bitcoin's the one's halving, which draws a lot of attention to all other cryptocurrency coins. Now, this is what we need to see as a big picture. as an investor, we're looking at the big picture. We're not really interested in these short-term fluctuations. The bigger picture is where we need to be. By using Bitcoin as your guidance helps you to be able to navigate this vast investment opportunities with cryptocurrencies. Now let's take that to say maximum. And of course, if you understand cryptocurrency, it's halving, which makes it more demanding because there's only so much Bitcoin that's got to be mined. And I think it was only 21 million, I think it was. And we're nearly close to that. So if you do some research, how many more Bitcoins left to mine, you'll know exactly. But let's go back to where we were. This is the complete charts of Bitcoin going all the way back to 2014 and to us today, whoever it is at this point of time. We can speculate a little bit and say, okay, this has just passed its peak, latest peaks. Will it continue? Will it just drop like a ton of bricks? Well, we can certainly speculate. This is a year chart, and my bet, which based on my 2022 prediction, that Bitcoin was going to have a historical or one of the investment rebound in our history. And of course it did that. Now where it's going to go into the future, it's based perhaps because of people's sentiment of what's going to happen with halving of Bitcoin. Always remember, in any investment sector, there's always fear. People are always fearful of what's going to happen. But if you and I try and hold on to our goals, whatever your investment goals are, and not to allow fear to dictate. Don't allow fear to dictate your investment process. Always look at fear. Fear is a friend. If the people are fearful and selling what they have, that's when we pick up a lot of these cheap coins. For example, let's look at this one. It was $74,000 once upon a time around about 2022. Then fear came in and people start selling. If we bought some down here, you'd be laughing today when Bitcoin reached $74,000. So you can see the point I'm making. You're preparing here. Okay, you're preparing right here now because of this Bitcoin halving. That's all you're doing. You're preparing. You're trying to see where's it going to go. Where can you shift some of your coin to for safekeeping or expose to this new environment called halving. Again, as I warn you, I'm no financial guru. I'm just an investor and a businessman who's looking at opportunities. Okay, and where can I shift some of my coins or some of my investment to capitalize on these momentous moment in our lives, especially as halving of Bitcoin that's coming in the next 7 days. So preparing. However you prepare, that's entirely up to you. I'm just sharing you again my strategy into looking after my Bitcoin and not to looking after my cryptocurrency and not to be fearful of what's going to happen. My own personal predictions, the movement of cryptocurrencies. Now, this is Stephen I. Ford looking at the very long term. My predictions in 2022 has come true. Now, I'm going to make another predictions. Now, I'm going to judge this chart. Now, this looks like more like what they call a W. Now, a W is a common signal that most investors are looking at when you get into the market. If you got into the Bitcoin market way back here in November 2022, of course you reap great rewards of what happened just 2 years later. So the next prediction is just looking at Bitcoin today and going through what it's called halving, which means there's going to be less Bitcoin available. I think, and I predict, because cryptocurrency investors had now looked the history of Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency and are quite confident. I'm going to use confident as my basis to my next predictions. The investment community, especially in cryptocurrencies, of course, are so confident just looking at what's happened in history with cryptocurrency, and they're going to hold on. That's my prediction. They're going to hold on because they know there's not much more Bitcoin that is allowed to be mined. And of course, we're going to have a little bit of fear. Let's go back to one more year. These are people selling because they don't know what they're doing. We will have a little bit of drop, but more importantly, it's the real investors. The real investors are going to see this and say, nah, We're not going to follow the fear. We're going to hold on to what we have, and we're going to buy up as much whatever people are going to get rid of because of fear. And investors like myself are watching this moment. When fear comes in, we're just going to clap our hands and keep giving, to those who are selling. And that's when we're going to load up on our ownerships on whether it be Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies that you hold. Now, if you have a look at my portfolio here, I have a few coins. I don't have a lot of coins. I don't buy a lot of coins. I just add values to coins that I think that's going to move for me. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 coins. It's not much. That's not a lot of coins. I mean, you can have it in just 1 coin, or you can have it in 7 coins. It's up to you, entirely up to you. Again, these are strategies that I'm just sharing with you, but also use these websites to do tracking for you. CoinGecko, investing.com, and make sure you look after your portfolio. And this is part of the management of your coins, to manage your coins so it continues to grow. As you can see, I've lost a bit of value, $35, and I need to gain that back. And this is one of the strategy that I'm applying. I don't know if it's going to work. All I'm doing is using analytical charts to show me where it could be going. And if it does show a bit of momentum, then we will gain that little bit of loss. But anyway, I hope I've given you some ideas what Bitcoin halving is going to be happening. And you can read this up on Coinbase. I'll have a link down below my video here to show you, and you can read up on it yourself as you educate yourself in accordance with what's happening in the cryptocurrency world. Invest strongly, invest with conviction, invest believing what you're doing and what you're investing in is going to work out in the long run. Don't always look at things, especially in the investment, in the short-term eye or short-term gains. It's a long-term process. And lastly, just before I close, say you brought any investment. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it be stock or anything, because investment is a long-term process. It's not trading for a dollar. You're holding it for great capital gains in the near future. So let's look at, say, Dogecoin, for example. Just use this chart. Say you bought some Dogecoin here, right here, whatever the price might be. Okay, you made some gain. Okay, that's good capital gain for yourself. Right now, your coins is starting to devalue a little bit. You can shift it out of Dogecoin, of course, and put it in USDD as a safe haven. Or you can leave it as is if you want. It's entirely up to you. And then watch Dogecoin later on to purchase more when it makes a recovery. Or you can leave it as is. Just leave it as is, because you're going to capitalize on your capital gain when Dogecoins recover. All you need to do is purchase more here. This is a common factor with any stocks that you buy. Now let's look up here. Here's a classic case. Just say you bought it up here, whatever the price may be, and this is what happened. It dropped in price. Don't panic. Hold on to what you have, because everything goes up, comes down, and everything goes down, goes up. Don't always be fearful when things you purchase all of a sudden drops its value. Just hold on to it and watch that stock, because somewhere along the line in the near future, the stock will recover, and that's when you buy lots more to add on to what you already got up here. Let's open that up, sorry, so I can show you a bigger picture. This is where a lot of investors and new investors fall into the trap. They think when they buy something, when they lose value, or stock lose a bit of value, they have this fear sentiment and they want to get out, because they think everything's going to drop and they're going to have nothing left. Wrong perception, wrong idea. Okay, let's look at this. As you can see, it goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. It happens. That's how we make money on the stock market, or any currency pairs or whatever. Now, what I wanted to show you is this fact. Just say you bought it up here. You're thinking, oh, this thing was going to continue to grow, but unfortunately, its value's dropped. All you need to do is take Mr. Ford's advice here. Hold on to your coins. Hold on to whatever you hold, whatever, stocks, whatever, and start purchasing it at this much lower price. See how much money you're going to be making? Just keep buying it. Somewhere along in the future, it comes to reward you for what you purchased down here. What you purchased down here adds what you already owns up here. But if you sold, okay, you purchased up here and you sold because the price dropped, you're the loser. You're going to lose money. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're going to lose money. We are not allowed to lose money in any investment. And if you're so stupid enough to sell anything you hold just because you lose a little bit of value, that's called inexperience. Don't be stupid. Don't ever do that. Hold on to what you have and wait for the time when the market is stable enough and purchase as many as you can in these areas, any stocks or any crypto, and look what happened. You're going to be laughing to the bank. So that's my last in closing this video, because I'm ready to focus on what it's called halving. But anyway, this is Stephen R. Ford. Happy investing. Subscribe to my YouTube video and like my YouTube video. We love you. God loves you. See you in my next video. Bye for now.